Are you one of the many people that have gone freelance recently? Or maybe like me, you've been freelance for a while, but you're not really a fan of all that admin side of working for yourself. If so, this video is for you, because today I'm going to be reviewing these new going freelance guides from Nikky Lyle Creative. Okay, getting onto the website, nikkylyle.com, and then we've got the foolproof guide to going freelance. That's what we need, $24.99. We can do a quick buy, download, and then here we are, going freelance guide. So visually, looks great. From what I can see, there's loads of info there. There's 57 pages of information and advice, but looks really digestible. So I'm gonna have a scroll through now, try some of the exercises, and let you know what I think. What have we got? Before you set up, getting started, creating a game plan, approaching clients, up and running, and then advice from the industry. So first off, it covers a lot of the admin and the kind of stuff that it's quite easy to avoid, particularly if you're creative normally in your day-to-day work. The first bit I found really useful was reminding yourself why you're going freelance. I mean, even though I've been doing it for a while, I always find this exercise so valuable. It's something I want to do at least once a year, if not more, because it reminds me what's important to me and helps me guide myself in making sure I'm on the right track. There was a section on business structure, which was definitely something that I would have liked to had, I guess, when I first went freelance. It was something I toyed with a long time, and I think the automatic reaction is to think you need a business. But actually it turned out I didn't, and I've been a sole trader for a long time now, and it makes things so much easier. It's definitely right for me. However, you know, going forward, there's potentially a couple of projects that it may be worth me setting up a business for. So it's really good to be able to review and compare and contrast the differences. The accountancy and the tax bit, this is the bit I always avoid. I hate it. It does make me feel a little bit, but what was really great was it kept it really simple. Like none of the jargon. It's great to keep myself up to date, like the IR35, that's a new legislation that's coming in. So being able to remind myself and keep on top of what I need to be doing was really valuable. I guess the bit that embarrassingly so I got a lot of value from was kind of approaching clients, the business development side, because I must admit I've not been very good at sometimes the simplest thing of just reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'm available, here's my show reel, here's my information if you need anyone. I tend to like to make it quite complex, and I'll make a big campaign and make loads of content, where sometimes it's just keeping it simple and letting people know you're available. So massive value in that one. I think my favourite bit of this has to be the day rate guides. If I'd had this when I first went freelance, it would have been amazing, because, you know, I read a lot about don't undervalue yourself and what you've got to work it out based on what you need to make over the whole year, and I just found that very abstract, and I may come up with a number, but is it relevant and viable in the industry? So having these ranges for different job roles, invaluable. I think the guides wrap up really nicely at the end, because there's a collection of insights from industry leaders, which, you know, after a lot of the guide is the very technical, the stuff, the admin stuff that we maybe avoid, whereas at the end it takes it back to being very personal and very human. And this really reminded me that at the end of the day, it's about building relationships, and that everyone's looking for something slightly different, and ultimately as a freelancer it's about finding your right way. There's no right and wrong way, it's just finding your authentic voice. So I thought that was a really nice way to conclude. So all in all, really great guides, and I think gives a really good holistic view of all of the hats that you've often got to wear as a freelancer. Really help just pause, break it down, make it digestible, and actually it's just a case of just getting it done, and you feel so much better afterwards. I definitely recommend Nikky Lyle Creative, her going freelance guides, definitely worth the investment.